Hey everybody, just kind of bear with me for a second. No, no long story or anything like that. I know we were talking on it was another channel. I think it was Belle Michelle about dreams and a, kind of a little bit of a rough one. You know, when when I was a kid, and I'm saying like getting into high school age and in that area, uh, you know, it was always a big thing about how I was uh, I was dressed or getting clothing and things like that. And growing up with my father, you know, first clothing related item was I was never allowed to use the washer or the dryer. Uh, no matter what, I'm too stupid, so I don't know how to operate the sophisticated mechanics of a washer and a dryer. I was always going to break it. So I kind of, was left to be relying on somebody else doing laundry. And, I didn't have a lot of clothing items to begin with. Usually for, like school shopping, we would go out and I could get one pair of pants and two shirts. This way you can switch them up and make a couple different outfits. And then it was, you have to just wear the stuff that you had last year or the year before or whatever. But what's never taken into consideration is I'm growing. I mean, I'm you know, above average kind of height guy. Uh, I think I'm just hair under 6'2". So you can imagine what I look like as a teenager. So it's never taken into consideration that you grow out of things. So a lot of the things that you had from the previous years, they just don't fit anymore. They're it's last year stuff. So I didn't have much, and a lot of the things that I tried to fit, it never really dawned on me how stupid I look because I'm trying to squeeze into a pair of pants or a shirt that's starting to get too tight on me. And I was never a skinny person. I was actually one of them people that if I was at my ideal weight, I looked sick. So it was always, I guess I look better with a little bit of weight on. I mean, nothing near to what I got now. Geez, man, since I had that accident and haven't really been able to play sports and stuff like that, I've gotten a little bit of weight on. But, at that time, I didn't have shit for clothing. And I remember there's one time, there was this girl, and she was probably my first girlfriend. And you know how the high school relationship thing goes. I mean, we were on again, off again, and yeah, it was one of the times we were broken up, and we were supposed to go to Disney as friends. And, we went with her friend and my friend, who was boyfriend and girlfriend. And mind you, we're probably 16 years old. And, to go to Disney with them, I mean, I didn't have anything to wear. Nothing. I got the best two items that I thought, which was kind of like a polyester material, gray shorts, and a white shirt. And, when I had walked over to my friend's house where we were going to meet the girls, and one of the girls' mom was driving us over to Disney, I'd gone over to that friend's house, and I remember the girls were sitting out in the living room, and I was in the back room with my friend, and I seen my ex-girlfriend's friend had leaned over and was saying something, and she was pointing at me. And when I looked in, I didn't notice when I put it on, but the side of the shorts, the seam had broken. And so, as I'm moving around, that thing's opening and closing, and you could see my leg. So the best pair of shorts that I had to put on were ripped, and I didn't notice. So as soon as I had noticed, I mean, the embarrassment had just, I was probably red as a tomato. And I think my friend, he was being a good friend to do this, but when he noticed what was going on, he pulled out he had very nice clothing, very kind of fashionable kind of guy he was at that age. He had pulled out a nice pair of shorts and a nice shirt for me and ironed them up and made sure I was taken care of. So, if you're out there, gee, thanks for that. And, so to the stream, my father, even when he would go out and would buy clothes, and like I said, we would always get the beginning of the school year pair of pants and 2 shirts, and he really didn't buy the nice things. It was not Walmart, but JCPenney, Ross, things like that. And he never would really buy the nice things, because he always would say that, well, you're not going to take care of it. Yeah, imagine that. Teenagers putting their clothes on the floor or something like that. That's kind of a unique thing that was just, for me. But yeah, that's what he meant by, I wouldn't take care of it, is that I may take it off and put it on the floor. But anyway, to this dream, I'm in a closet, and I'm trying to pack up a bag to go stay the weekend with my mother. And I remember I'm kind of like I'm breaking down in this closet, because I don't have anything. There's nothing. There's just like a pair of jeans that doesn't fit me right. Stained up shirts, dorky shit that my father picked out and wanted me to wear. and just grubby old t-shirts. It's just, I just felt like it, there was nothing, and I'm kind of breaking down on this. And I remember I'm putting dirty socks in the bag, and I'm saying, that's okay. I'll wash them in the sink over at my mom's house. And I is upset and is lost, and as I felt, I'm crying, and I'm saying that, just when he takes me over to her house, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him all this stuff about narcissism and all that. And mind you, in this dream, I'm like a teenager, so I don't know anything about this. So this is the kind of the present time creeping back into this dream. And I remember I was so upset, and then down in my hand, I'm holding something in my hand, and I when I look into my hand, it's a half of a cigarette and a lighter. And I remember just thinking, man, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay, because as soon as I get away from these fucking people, I'm going to smoke this cigarette. And then, of course, the feeling of shame that's coming over me, because, I'm close to 2 months without a cigarette now. So, I'm feeling like now I'm getting ready to give up a lot of hard work. It's not child abuse if you're not going out and buying your kid $200 shoes and $90 pairs of pants and things like that. That is not child abuse. Just when you're a kid, you may think it's the end of the world because you're not getting them shoes that everybody has, but it's not child abuse. And maybe you learn this more when you're an adult. But on the other hand, your kid's gotta have something. If your budget is J.C. Penney's or Ross, you need to get some things, man. I never really understood how much that bothered me until as an adult, having anxiety over things like that. I'm still not a run out and buy a ton of clothing kind of person. I actually almost feel ashamed, if we're standing in a store and my wife's telling me, hey, look at this pants and look at this pants, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I guess that one is okay. And my wife's, no, look at the price of these. Get like 5 or 6 of them. And I can't do it. I'm like, oh my God, what do I need that many pairs of pants for? There's no... Anyway, that kind of touched me a little bit today. It's kind of how I woke up. Sorry for my old scruffy looking appearance here, Thanks a lot, guys.